Oops. Hey guys. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to put the phone so that, because the desk area is kind of weird. So give me a second. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this because I don't know if you can see. Well, obviously, it's got like a little desk thing, which is cool. That's cool. But I have to figure out how to put the phone, and then I'm probably going to have to go close the blinds. So, hi, I'm in Indianapolis. We're going to do some watercoloring. But let's figure this out. How am I going to hold this phone? I got to give this some thought. Let me grab my purse. I think last time I used the purse. I'll be right back. Once we figure it out today, it'll be easier for the rest of the week. I think last time I had it like in my purse but then I can't see your messages. This is not going to be easy, but we're going to figure it out. Okay, let me see. Well, also the fact I'm going to unplug it. I think I'm at like 75%. That might work. I got my purse. Oh, you see everything? Oh my God, look at this hair. I was just laying down for a little bit because I'm feeling a little bit meh because I did my injection for the first time in 2 weeks. So it usually kicks my butt towards the second day. I'm just folding up some tissues. So you gotta be, you live in Indianapolis? Oh, I didn't know that. What do I make? Well, today we're just going to work on a little bit of watercolors because I craft and I make books. But I'm on a business trip today, so is the color? Should I close the blinds? Is that too much? What's up, girl? Hey, Sherry. Let me see who's here. Sorry, guys. I'm going to be burping a little bit because I had a little bit of soda and it's kicking my butt. So you want me to close the blinds? Let me see. Let me close the blinds a little bit. Is that too dark? Okay, so hold on. Is that better? Is that better? Hi, Dr. Susan. No? What do you mean it's not better? I closed the blinds and I turned the little lamp on because I need a little bit. I am in Indianapolis. Much better? Okay. I could turn this light off, but then it's dark, see? And you won't see anything. So we do need a little bit of light. Are you staying? Yeah, I'm staying at the JW Marriott. You're in London, Dr. Sue? I look gorgeous. Well, thank you, Deb. Well, what are you doing in London? That's exciting. And it's late. It's like 1 a.m. for you, isn't it? What are you doing up? Oh, thanks, Sue. I've been wondering where you've been. I haven't seen you in a while, Sue. Got our waters. Oh, excellent. A big museum exhibit. Wow. That sounds very fancy schmashy and posh. I don't know. Oh my God, you went all the way to the UK just to see Taylor Swift, didn't you? Don't BS me, woman. Oh, okay, are you coming home Wednesday already? It's okay. All right, let's see. I'm just trying to figure out what my situation here is going to be with the paints and whatnot. I got all my little brushes. You went last Thursday too? You are a true blue Swiftie then, huh? That's what it sounds like to me. You couldn't get tickets in the US, so you bought tickets to go to the UK to go watch Taylor Swift. Hi, Diana. Hi, Marion. I'm a little jelly. I mean, I like Taylor Swift. I'm not a Swiftie, but that's pretty freaking cool. It's absolutely a good excuse to go there. Good for you. No judgment. So what we're doing tonight, I am in the hotel room, as you can see. Hotel behind me. My bed's behind me. You're a Swiftie. We're going to paint watercolors. And we're going to do, I embossed some watercolor paper. And I think I'm going to work on this one. This one's kind of like speaking to me today. Hi, Connie. Connie saying hi, Connie. So I'll show you the ones that we've got. So I have a couple. This one's really pretty as well. And then this one is just like a background. And then I have some beautiful cherry blossoms. The embossing is cool. So we're going to do some watercoloring on this embossing. I did 2 of each kind. So I have 2 of each kind. And then this is the last kind. So, oh, and then I also did a little gothy one. So, are you kidding, Patty? It's more cost effective to go to Europe to watch a concert? That's crazy. I'm sorry, but that's cuckoo. Okay. We'll put these away. We're going to work on this one. This one it's a pretty little scenery. We'll see how this goes. Now, funny thing was, I was like, oh my God, I didn't pack my little plastic dish. But I ordered cheesecake and it came with a lid. So we got a plastic dish. Improvise. Got to improvise, right, guys? A girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. Now, I also brought these really cool markers from Grabby. And I brought 2 coloring sheets. I thought this was a cool one. And I brought that one. And maybe we'll switch it up and do coloring one day as opposed to watercolors. But we'll see. We'll see how far we go. I know, you want to see the cheesecake? I'm going to save it for later because I'm really like feeling kind of bleh. But this is the cheesecake. I took the lid off. It looks really good. I ordered room service because it's crazy busy downstairs on the lobby. And I didn't want to deal with all these people. So I came into my room, I ordered room service, I had chicken soup, and I ordered wings, but I think it's too much grease, and my stomach is kind of like, not doing so great. And I didn't eat all the, I think I only ate like 3 or 4 wings, maybe 3. And it's just, like I said, I did my injection last night, and I don't know if, Dr. Sue, I don't know if you know, but like Mounjaro was out. You couldn't get your prescriptions filled. They were out for like 3 weeks. So I actually went 2 whole weeks without doing an injection. And now it almost feels like you're starting over. When you start doing your injections, you kind of feel a little bit nauseous for a couple days, you know? You do know, yeah. I was not a happy camper when that happened. I figured that they should have let us know, the patients know what the hell's going on. Or let us buy our medication 2 months ahead of time so that we at least had a backup. There was no recourse. Everybody was not happy. So anywho, exactly. It throws you off. You have to do this. Well, what I did, Lynn, was I had my doctor call in a lesser, I'm on 12.5. I had her call in a 10. And I got the 10, and the next day they got the 12.5. So it didn't do me any good. But now I do have a 10 in my fridge, which is good for 2 years. And I'm going to hold on to it because if this shit happens again, I'm going to use that 10 until they get the 12.5 again. But it's like, ugh, I'm like a little gassy burping and I just feel like, you feel like you have that gross food in your stomach. I feel like if I threw up, I probably would feel better. But we're not going to do that. So, okay, let's start. For those of you that are new to this channel, this is not my normal content. I'm not a good watercoloring person. I am learning. It just so happens that last time I was in a hotel for business, we watercolored and it was fun. So I thought we'd do it again. We actually did the swatchy sheet last time, which was fun. And I have my whole set. I did bring the whole set. I brought my big set like this of my watercolors. Hi, Val. So now I'm going to look at my little swatchy and I'm going to decide what colors are we going to do. And this is, can you see? You can see, right? Okay, just want to make sure that you can see. What's compound medicine? Oh my God, Betsy, really? Projectile vomiting? Is it too high of a dose? Maybe you've got too high of a dose. They mix it up at a compound pharmacy. Oh, they do like generic medications to try and get the same end result. But I've never heard of it. Oh, thank you. It's natural. Well, this is not natural, but the outside, you guys want to see the sun is starting to set. Let me show you. Hold on. Because it's really pretty, actually. Well, I'll just turn this around. Hopefully you guys could see. Isn't that beautiful? It's got the little river there. See the little river? I'm on the 25th floor. Too bad I'll never get to go over there to see what that's all about. I'm not going to have an opportunity to go explore, but it's beautiful, right? I know, isn't that gorgeous? I know. I kind of feel like I want to open it to watch it. Oh, Lynn, that's fantastic. Good for you. Oh, I see, Sue. I never heard of that before. Yeah, the meetings are in this hotel. I don't have to leave the hotel. It's beautiful here. Yeah, this is my second time in Indianapolis, but I think it was I was more in the city last time. Sunny, I'm in Indianapolis. You're in 7.5. Okay, I did 2.0 of Ozempic and it didn't work for me. Oh my God, that would be hysterical. If I walked in and I saw signs, Connie, I would lose my shit. Guys, that would be hysterical. All right, we're going to go. I'm going to drop some. Well, let's pull some of these colors out. I think I'm going to make these yellow because they look like they're, and then I'm going to need a little bit of orange. Let me just select our colors here. I like the pumpkin. Oh, thank you. It's a very comfortable blouse. This is good for, I'm just putting a dab of water on my paints here. Can you guys see? You can't see. You're not coming up. You stop that. You're so silly. Okay, so we got a little bit of water on our yellow, on our orange. Let me pick a green. And I think I want to go, this wants to keep trying to close. I think we're going to go with jungle green because it's not tutu, which is the third one up. Oh, of course. No problem, Britt. Give him a little hug from me. Oh, by the way, everyone, I heard from Pastor Susan today. So a little bit of an unfortunate situation. She got into a car accident. She's fine. But I think her car got totaled or something. So she wanted to tell me that it's going to be a little while before she could watch the lives. And I said, listen, no problem. I'll work on the book. It'll be plenty of time. I know there's no rush. So she'll pop on. She wanted to send me money for the shipping, and I told her no. I said, you sent me money for the book. Let's leave it at that for now, and then we'll figure something out later on. You take care of your business. Don't you worry about it, because I kind of felt bad for her. Aw, thanks, Britt. But Pastor Sue wanted me to tell everybody hello and thank you for your support. And because I told her a bunch of you guys, hi, Bella. I told her that a bunch of you guys have sent some items to put in her book, and she was like really like touched by that. She said, "Oh my God, we have like the best community," and we do. You guys are awesome. Okay, Bella, I'm gonna watercolor. Okay, so let's see. So I'm thinking, oh, and then so I'm trying to remember what the sunflowers. Yeah, there's sunflowers, and there's also down here to me that looks almost like a pansy, maybe like little pansies. So I thought maybe we could do these in yellow and orange with a little bit of brown in the center. We'll do the leaves in green, of course. And then these, maybe we'll do, I don't know what color we'll do those. Maybe like a purple or something like that. So my daughter's on here. She never watches me, but she's watching Mama today. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to, as they say, load up and put it on. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing, because I don't know what I'm doing, but you know I love to learn with you guys. All right, well, we'll see how this goes. We could always darken it, right? I get nervous when I start because I'm like, what am I doing? Do I even know? Okay, it's very satisfying. I'm gonna tell you guys, this is kind of, this doesn't feel a lot like watercolor. It feels more like I'm, I think I need to like put a little bit more water, because it's very, not the traditional watercolor effect. I feel like with the embossing here, I feel like I'm actually coloring it. But I think what'll change is when we add a little bit more color for dimension. At least that's what I think will happen. I could be wrong, but we're off to a good start. Now, I remember reading that you want to put colors as when it's wet. You could just use the same brush, but you have to wash it out. I remember that part. But let me show you. Okay, so that's how we're starting. Now, the key, for example, now you're gonna have two things of water. One is your dirty water and one is your clean water that you use to put on your colors, okay? So one you use to clean the brush, which is the one that's on top of the tissues. And then, so let me show you. See, oops. So I have it on top of the tissue, so I know that's my cleaning water, and then that's my clear water. So it's cleaning and clear. Again, I'm learning with you guys. Now, yes, you could use a paper towel to blot. I've seen that. But the one of the things I did remember was if you want to put a little bit of color, that you want to dab it while it's still wet so that it spreads. So let's see if that works. Hold on, let me turn you over just a little bit. And let's see how, okay, so you see how it's kind of, all I'm doing is putting a few dots in the center and it's actually just spreading on its own. All I did was add a few dots and it's kind of just spreading on its own. Not my idea. I can't take credit for this. Wish I was that smart. I actually watched Kat from the Vintage Journal doing this, and I said, oh, holy crap. I said, oh, I need to get a brown too. Hold on. Let me get a nice brown. I'm going to use cinnamon. I said to her, I'm totally stealing this idea because I'm always terrified of watercoloring because I'm just, I'm not good at it yet. So, hi, Eliza. It's good to see you. Hey, Lori and G. So, all right. I'm going to do a little bit of brown, but I'm going to really make it light. A little bit of water there. To do on the inside there. Because I could always go back and make it a little bit darker. Well, that's the whole thing. Watercolor is a little bit, because watercolors don't behave like paints because they spread. And then there's the whole thing with wet on wet, dry on wet, dry. There's like so much, like look what I just did. All I did was I colored the center So I colored the center and then I just dabbed a little bit of brown and you see how it's spread on its own, but I kind of like that. But I'm probably gonna put a little bit more water so that it spreads. I kind of have to keep this flat. I wonder if I bring you down, will you be able to see a little bit better? Let me see. I'm gonna try and get a good angle so you guys could see better. Hold on one second. Will that work? I have to kind of angle this. Let's see. Can you guys see that better? Oh, thank you, Dorothy. You can see that a little bit better now? Okay, I'm gonna work, because I have to keep it flat, otherwise it's gonna spread the water kind of weird, I think. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of water to that center, and you can see that it already just spread it out a little bit more. Oh, hey, Donna. So nice to see you. All right, so let's get to working on this. Now let's try it different. Let's do what they call the wet on wet. So I wet the brush, I got the paint, and I did this one. It's not done. We're still gonna let that dry. Now we're gonna wet the flower first, and we'll see how it works, the difference. So I'm getting clean water from over here. And we're gonna wet it. I probably should get my glasses. It does sound a little dirty. Okay, now I'm picking up a little bit of my yellow paint. I'm so annoyed that we can't see much. Oh, wait, I have an idea. Because I could probably go online on the computer so I could read your comments and then I could angle the phone like I did last time. Hold on one second. One moment, please, because I forget I have the 2 accounts. So give me one sec. I didn't think of this beforehand. Hold on, let me log in here. See if this makes it a little bit easier. Because last time I think I had the phone kind of angled down so you guys could see the paper better. The whole point is for you to watch the paper, not to see me. Oh, I don't think I have internet yet. Shoot. I don't think I do. No, I think I'm beat. I don't have the internet password. I'm going to get it tomorrow. Okay. That idea just went out the window. I'll get the password tomorrow. You watch me for me? Wow. That's really sweet. Okay. I loaded up the brush, as they call it. We're loading up the brush. So that it's still a little bit wet. Do you see that it's glistening and it's wet. So I'm just going to, I'm basically plopping the yellow paint, like a real technical term, plopping it, and you see how it spread? Now watch, if I turn it upside down, it'll spread. See how it spread a little bit? So now I'm gonna clear my brush, and I'm gonna go back, and I'm basically gonna do the same thing with the orange. Oh, thank you, Sunny. And again, do you see how I'm just like tapping the center, and it's just, wherever it goes is fine, because that's what makes it so cool. Just like that. See that? And I'm just gonna add a little bit more yellow. By adding just a little bit more water. Why is she upset for me? Oh, because of the credit? I'll fix it. I got to find out. I think Leah may have, she put the link in there. I don't know how that works. Whoever bought the grabby boxes. Oh, no password. Yeah, I'll get the password. At some point I'll get the password. Okay, so now we're going to put a little bit of water. Clean water. I'm just going to dab a little bit. Watch. I'm going to dab just the center. And you see how it just spread? Now, let's say somebody has, which is a good point. I want to show you this. Oh, it's too much. I don't want it to go everywhere. You just clean it up. See that? It cleans up pretty easily. So if you take your time, you can fix a mistake relatively easily. Okay, so now let's do the last one. And we'll let that dry a little bit, and we could always go back and darken it, add a little bit more color. This one I'm doing on the dry again, meaning the paper is dry, and I'm just going in with the color. I'm going to add a little bit of water to thin it out. So a couple people had asked me if I would make these and sell these sets like I did with my stamps. And I'll do that. I'll make a couple of these sets. Hi, Z. Because these are pretty. Aw, thanks, Aja. I think some people may argue that point. Right, Deb? Will you sell a set you painted? Oh, I don't know if I'm going to sell. I don't think my stuff is worth selling. This is just like for fun. This is my dish. You'll buy one. Oh my goodness. Adam, I'm just going to give you one because you're doing so much for me. How about that? How about, Adam, you get something? How about that? Okay? You're going to get the ones I paint. Am I missing home? Not yet. I miss my family. Yes, Adam. I'm the boss. I'm going to add a little bit darker. Okay, now the first one is dry, so I'll have a little bit more control to put a little bit of the brown in there. You miss my cat? You miss them? Meow! Let me see. Do we have a darker yellow? Not really. I think we're just going to do a little bit more pigment. I think I want to do like just along the outside. It dried pretty quickly. I like the way that first one's looking. They're looking kind of cute. You're missing Larry snoring. It is quiet. It is really quiet here. Okay, so we're going to let those dry. Looking good. Oh, and there's some wheat thins. See, there's a little bit of wheat in there. So we're going to do, those are going to be like a beige. So we're just going to take a little bit of this brown that I have watered down. And let's see if we can get that. We do, Alana. We have a new location. I like to keep you guys guessing. Where's Connie now? This is like, what's that movie that everyone talks about? Where is, oh my God, what's her name? I can't think of her name now. Carmen, that's it. Asha, you're so good. Where in the world is Carmen San Diego? You guys are good. That's exactly what I thought of when you said that. When you said, oh, new location. I'm like, yep. Okay, so I'm just doing, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back and I'm going to blot it because I liked the way that looked. Just to make it a little bit lighter. See that? Just to give it that little wheat. Wheat. I love saying wheat thins. It's starting to get darker. Let me see if the sun's set already. Oh, you guys got to see the sunset. Come on, let's go. Let's watch the sunset together. Look how gorgeous that is. Aww. It's so pretty. Can you guys see it? I can't read your comments, but it looks beautiful. Wow. Look how gorgeous that is. Isn't that beautiful? Of course, my eyes are bugging. That sun is like orange. I love that. Look at that. I'm going to try and put you right up against. Just a couple minutes and it'll be gone. Shall we watch it go away together? Can you guys see it? I know it's really pretty over the river there. See that? Aw, that's so pretty. I'm glad I got to share that with you guys. We'll just let it set and then we'll go back to our watercolor because it's so pretty. And the river is beautiful. And then there's a little bridge. Almost gone. Aw, we're watching a sunset together. It's so romantical. I am in Indianapolis, T, and I'm in my hotel room. I'm on a business trip, and there's a beautiful sunset, and I decided I'm sharing that with you guys while we do a little watercoloring. We'll get back to the watercoloring in a minute. It's almost gone, maybe like another minute. Almost. I still see a little bit of the sun there. Bye-bye, Mr. Sun. Wake me up in the morning. Aw, that was so cool. We got to watch the sunset together. Aw, thank you. I'm on a date with you guys. Yes, that's what it felt like. What time is my first meeting? It's actually at 12:30 tomorrow. Tomorrow's a board meeting. So, it's just for the board members. I'm actually not a board member. My boss is, and I always go in his place to the board meetings. Oh, you're welcome. Of course. It was beautiful. I'm glad you guys got to share that with me. And I'm glad Larry's at the firehouse right now, so I couldn't even share it with him if I wanted to. So see, you guys are doing me a favor. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna try and get all of the wheat. I can't stop doing that. All of the wheat done because it's a light color, and that way it'll dry. I'm paying, yes. Let's decide what color should we make those little pansy looking ones. Should we make them like pink or should we make them a purplish? I'm thinking purple. Purple and yellow look pretty together. I think purple will look really pretty on this. You guys agree with that? Yes, I think purple will be really pretty. Okay. It's really cool that if you think you did too much, you just undo it, you know? See, now we see all the little wheat. Okay, so let me bring this back a little bit more so you can see a little bit better. All right. So now, let's go in with the purple. Let's see, which one shall we do? I kind of like this one. I think that's a pretty one. It's like it's called violet. One, 2, 3, 4, 3 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 down. This is kind of relaxing. I know, right? This is actually kind of fun. Not kind of fun. This is a lot of fun because I don't feel stressed. I usually feel stressed when I try to do watercolors because I see what other people do, and I want to be like the other people, but I'm not that good. So this makes me feel better about it. Okay, so, but we're still going to use the same rules, I feel. Again, you guys know I'm not a professional. I don't know how to do this. Shetty, don't mock me. This is Shetty's jam. This is Shetty's thing. She should be telling me what the hell to do. But it's also fun to just figure it out. Kind of like figure it out. So look what I did. I took a little bit of the paint and I put it right there. And I'm adding clean water and I'm thinning it out because I want to use the less amount because I could always darken it later on. So that's one thing I have learned. Always start with the lightest that you can go because you could always darken it. Yes, Shetty this is her jam. This is what have you seen her watercolors? They look like paintings. Not paint. They look like pictures, her watercolors. She's ridiculously talented. Hater. I love me some Shetty. But you got to go see. She put a couple pictures on Discord. They're fantastic. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to pick one. That's right. I'm going to pick the larger one down here. And we'll see how this goes. Okay, it's real light, which is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted to do. I want it to be a nice light color because then we can actually make each one a little bit different. And you know what I thought of? If I needed to dry something, because, if you want to do contrast or you want to build layers, you have to dry in between. I could use the blow dryer. Aloha. Me and Shetty, I asked her, she says she would teach, she's a little nervous about doing a live, but I am working on that because I thought that would be kind of cool. I would be intimidated because she's really, really super talented with the watercolors. Okay, so that's our first, it's a pretty little shade. Hi, Kelly. So now I'm going to go in, I'm going to grab a little bit more pigment, right? And we're going to do like we did on the other flowers, and we're going to just tap it and let it spread out. So hopefully you guys can see. Let me bring it back here so you can see what's going on. You guys see how that spreads just by tapping it around and it bleeds, but that's what you want it to look like because it looks so cool. It looks like an actual pansy. I really like that. Hi, Julie. Oh, she did not say that. Did she really say that? So I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to do a little bit of the darker and just slightly go around the outside just to give it a little bit of dimension. But it's going to look really cool. So we're going to let that one dry. We'll work on the next one. Are you sure you don't have my number? I'm almost positive all of you pretty much have my number at this point. We're going to work on that one. Thank you, Des. Well, then I'm going to have to remedy that. And then we'll go in with a nice dark center. Okay, so we're going to let that dry a little bit. Go in with a little bit more pigment. And let that one. Add a little bit of water. Thin this pigment out on this one. I do like this. So when I saw Kat do it, I was like, oh my God, Kat, totally. There's actually a bunch of ideas that Kat has that I'm like stealing, borrowing, gonna copy. I'm a copycat. COPYKAT. I'm gonna coin that. I'm gonna copycat. Get it? Oh, thank you. It must be the lighting. I gotta get this lighting in my house because I look kind of trashy in my house sometimes. And my makeup's pretty much all off. Hey, how did you guys like that makeup, my tutorial on how to do makeup? Oh. I'm waiting for the first person to make like a comment. Like, girl, we need to talk. You need to get some skills on what you're doing. It was cute. Look, it's nothing special. When I tell you guys I do 10-minute makeup, I do 10-minute makeup. That's all I do. So now you can see I'm just going around. That's me, Lori. Aw, thanks, T. So now I'm just going literally around the outside edges. Do you see that? It's giving it a little bit of dimension around the outside edges. I'm just tapping it and letting it go wherever it wants, basically. There. And then we can add a little yellow. Aw, thanks. It's so quiet in here. Yeah, I had to do a disclaimer. Like, listen, don't come at me. I'm not even pretending to say that I know what the hell I'm doing because I know I don't. And I'm probably putting shit on in the wrong order. I do that all the time. Happy flowers. Happy little flowers. That's right, Maria. I love our references. You know, I got to be honest. I know that everyone's goal on TikTok is to get a lot of followers, but I love our little community. We have our core group of like 100 people or so, and we all know each other so well, and we all know each other's comments and our personalities, and I feel like we're family. I know that sounds meh, family, but I do. We all know about each other. We care about each other. Everyone does. I love that about us. We share and care. We love. We hate. Really, Lori? 30 minutes? I really like that top one. Look how cute that's coming out. You're my chopped liver. Val, yes, you are. You are my chopped liver, and you can own that. You own that chopped liver. Yeah, they're coming out pretty. But I'm going to add a little bit of yellow because they're pansies that have the little yellow and purple, but I'm going to wait for it to dry. Otherwise, the yellow will get lost. And you love the cheese mint. Well, I do a little bit of cheese mint, not too much, because I can't get too involved in the cheese mint. Although sometimes I have to get involved. Sometimes. Okay, so now we're going to move on to, I'm going to do a little bit of the greens. Oh, you know what? Before I do the greens, I see like there's little buds. See the little buds down here? There's like little bitty buds. So I'm gonna do something with those buds. And now I'm gonna need the glasses because it's getting dark, which means my eyes are going to start to get tired. So now we're gonna have to act like a teacher. School is in. Buds. Budweiser. Well, actually, let me think about this. Yeah, I want to do the buds first because it's got the little tip of the bud and then it's got the green. See that little piece down here? Like if you look right here, I'm going to try and get a close up. It's got like that little green, almost like, you know, like the bud of a rose where it's red and then it has the little green holding it. Excuse me. That wants to come out. Okay. We're going to let that dry and then we'll go back and do a little bit more. But I'm trying to see, I think it's a different flower. So, and I like the idea of making this a, like a wildflower bunch. So I think I'm going to make it pink. I think we're going to do it pink. Because who doesn't like pink with purple and yellow? Let's find a nice pink. Let's do that one. 61, 2, 3. 3 over. That doesn't even, it looks like red, right? But that's pink. It's going to be the third one here. I think that's a pretty pink. It's got like a lot of dimension to it. Did I have supper? I did. I had a little bit of chicken soup and then I had a couple of chicken wings. I gotta be honest, the chicken wings were not that great. It actually said on the menu, wings, no sauce. So I got no sauce. I just got fried wings with nothing on it. Left a lot to be desired, to be honest. But I wasn't overly hungry. But I do have cheesecake for dessert later. They might. They might. They might, Rabbit. They might. Okay, so this one I'm going to go in a little bit darker. So I put a lot of pigment on here, and I'm going to be real careful because I don't want it to, this is a very tiny, and whoever, I think it was Val that asked me, I'm using the same brush. And now I'm just going to go in and dab it. Let's see. Let me let it soak a little bit more first. I'm not going to pick this up because I don't want this to run. I want the paper to soak up the pigment. This one is going to take a while to color because there's actually a lot of little detail that we can work with, which is kind of cool. Because then there's another little teeny tiny flower, and I think I'm going to make the other little teeny tiny flower blue. So this is going to actually look like a real, what's the word? Like a wildflower bunch. Now I'm going to show you. So you see there, I put the little drops of ink, and you see how heavy that is. Now I'm going to take, and I'm just going to put it on top and dab it. Now look at it. It looks just like a little dabs of color here and there. And then when we put the green, I think it'll look really, not today. Did I forget to drink water? I didn't forget. I have some. Hold on, because they did send me a bottle of water. Let me get it out of the fridge. And I ordered a Diet Pepsi, but I only drank a couple of sips. I prefer Coke, but I remember this is a Pepsi town. They don't really have Coke here. It's Pepsi. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. I didn't bring my big water cup because that thing was freaking massive that Jonda sent me, which I love. By the way, Jonda, Bella's totally jealous. She's like, I'll take one in black. I said, oh, will you? I go, Amazon.com. I'm totally a Coke person, but you know what? I need the bubbles to push the food because I don't have a gallbladder. So I don't get I don't have a gallbladder to send the bile into my stomach to cut up all that grease from what I ate. So I needed the bubblies. So I did drink the Pepsi. Okay, so next, because I want to do green last, because I want to do all the greens at one time. So now I'm going to do these teeny tiny flowers. See these teeny tiny ones here? We're going to do those in blue. So I'm going to pick a nice blue. I'm going to pick a dark blue, cobalt. I'm going to make a nice dark because it'd be a nice contrast to the, because blue and purple I think look pretty together, and the blue and the yellow look pretty together. So I think it's going to be like a nice combo. So that's the third one over, no, second one over, third one down. I'm ignoring you. You know who you are. Adam. Oh, you drink carbonated water? Yeah, that could work too. That could work too. Okay, here we go. I'm a little nervous because I don't want the ink, to go all over the place, but I made the pigment like really kind of heavy and not as watery, but I'm going to do the same thing that I did. And we're just going to put the ink all over, and then we'll blot it. It's just paper and paint. Oh, that's cute. It's a good start. You're a Pepsi person, Maria? Oh, no. I feel like it's a little sweet. For me. It also has like some kind of taste. I can't put my finger on it. Oh, yeah, the orange. Yeah, we're going to go back and darken it a little bit now that it's nice and dry. So, because again, this is all about putting some contrast and letting the ink do its thing. So this is great practice to learn what. You're Dr. Pepper. Oh, I missed the pink up there. I'm going to have to go back up there. Okay, there's a little bit in the middle. Okay, now I think we're going to have to switch over to, oh, I got to do a little bit more of, I said I needed a pink up there. Right there. I missed one, and I missed two. Make it a little bit darker. Okay, and then I need to finish a little bit of the wheat over here. Just grab a little bit. because I did these upside down, so I didn't see. Make sure I didn't miss any. I'm going to go back and do a little bit more of the brown for a little bit more definition. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? I know about that. That they're bad for they're bad for everything. To be honest with you, everything's bad for everything. It truly is. I'm going to turn this around. So we're going to start our greens. I think I'm ready to start our greens, and then we'll go back and let everything dry, and we'll put a little bit more depth into each one. You try the Dr. Pepper with pickles? Wait, what the heck is the Dr. Pepper with pickles? Like, is it pickles that are pickled in Dr. Pepper? I'm wondering if they're pickled in the Dr. Pepper. Got me all kinds of curious now. All right, so I'm just going to do everything in the green, and then we'll go back and darken as we need it. Certain leaves will be darker, different leaves, but it's good to start. We'll work on one side and work our way over. The soda had pickles like, oh my goodness, really? And you ate them like that? Our weird combos. And you know what? It'd probably be a good idea to like change the brush out. But I'm comfortable with this brush. It's not too big. It's pointy enough to do like that little fine, because I'm being real gentle with it. So I'm fine with just using this brush for now, till I get comfortable. There's this other girl that I started saving her videos. She's a very good watercolorer as well. And she does a lot of like instructionals too, which is pretty cool. So I think we're going to try some of her work too. Oh my God, Pepsi and milk. You guys just made me want to throw up in my mouth. No, not Kat. I'll have to find her video and I'll repost it for you to see. It's not Kat. Kat is good. Kat is really good. This girl is really good too. I'm not gonna lie. I just can't remember. It begins with an H, I think, her name. And I have her videos saved, so I'll have to go back and let you know what her name is. because she does instructionals really, really well too. Like she explains why you do things, how you do things, what not to do. Need a little bit of brown. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out where all of my brown pieces are, per se. It's coming along. Did you, I didn't, yes, I pressed it. It's just an embossing folder. So I had these, I made these actually last night at the end of my live. I said, hey guys, if you feel like sticking around, I'm going to do some quick embossing. So I got out my machine and I embossed all of these images. I am going to make little sets because I know it's you know, these aren't cheap, the embossing folders. And if somebody just wants, you know, 2 or 3 of these, I'll happily make copies and make like little sets, you know, like I did with my stamp ones for watercoloring. Okay, so now I'm just gonna make it a little darker. And we're gonna go back here. Just gonna darken a few pieces. You guys want to see how it's coming so far? Ah! No. Of course I didn't make the... Wait, what? No, she knows I didn't make the paper. I don't make paper. That's Marion and Say's job. They make paper. I don't make paper. I buy paper. Let's not get crazy now. Oh, the embossing, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I have a bunch. I'll show you all the ones that I brought with me. I did quite a few of them. I have like 5 or 6. I mean, I have a lot of embossing folders. But I selected these specifically to do the watercolors because I like the way that they look. Sorry, I'm too far. I'm too close, you guys. Sorry. It's hard to do this and listen to your, not listen, but read your comments at the same time and then realize that I'm too far away, or too close rather. Okay, I'm just making sure that everything that's embossed has some color on it. And then we'll do the background. We'll pick like a nice shade for the background. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. Oh, I just got to do a little bit of color here. All right, let me show you. And we're going to do a little bit of definition now. So it's looking like a little wildflower. I need elbow room. Thank you for the follows. Okay, so now I'm gonna take a little bit of the darker brown and just do a couple little dabs here and there to darken a little bit. And that's the brown there. So clean water. I'm just gonna put a little bit, dry my brush, and I'm literally just going to I love the fact that we can like layer. And we're gonna go back and do a little bit more on our flowers. Okay, just add a little bit more detail. Okay, so first things first, I want to add a little bit of yellow to our purple flowers, right? Because they always have like a little bit of yellow. I'm going to add the yellow first, and then I'm going to darken the center. The center I'm going to do last. You know what we need to do? We need to add a little bit of water so it spreads. So I'm going to add the water all around it. And I'm just going to dab a little bit off. And now that I did that, I'm going to go in with a little bit of the blue, this dark, dark blue. So now I'm making them a little bit blue on the outside, like a violet. Kind of looks cute. I kind of added a little bit of blue, so it kind of tied it all in a little bit. Thank you for answering all my questions because I'm not looking up as much as I probably should be. Still need a little bit of blue down here. All right, and I see that I need to put a little bit more yellow on the sunflowers before we go in there from here. Let's put a little bit more water on that. Just making sure I have like all of the ends of the flowers nice and yellow. Because it's embossed, so you know it's three-dimensional. Okay. And then I'm just grabbing some brown. I'm going to water that down. Maybe not. Let's not do that. Let's leave it. I think that looks pretty good. So now we need to do the background. And we're just going to do the whole background. I think we're going to do the whole background in just a light, extremely light blue. Almost not turquoise. Oh, there's still, I need to do a little bit of green. See, then you go back and you look and you're like, oh, I missed the spot. Hold on. Just doing a little bit of detail. Darkening some of the leaves. Okay. All right, so what should we do for the background? Like a nice blue? Some of them do. Not everybody's going to get your humor. Not everybody gets everybody's humor, right? It's like, it's objective, so. Okay, so we need to pick a nice blue. Let me see. I think that one, because it's like a blue-gray. And I think I kind of like that one, because I don't want teal. I don't want anything too bright. This one's pretty, too. And so is that one. I don't know. This one's pretty on the light side. I think maybe that one. It's called light blue. I'm really going to use a lot of water on this one. Okay, Here we go. I'm basically going to do the whole card now. And we'll start with the darker color on top, and hopefully it'll come down with the water. And because everything's nice and dry, I think the easiest way to do this is to kind of put it on there and then dab it off. That way I don't worry about it bleeding too much. I probably should take the blow dryer and blow dry this a little bit, so it doesn't bleed. I also saw that girl that I told you guys using sponges with watercolor, which I thought was an amazing texture. So she made a tree and with the watercolor, and then she went back with the sponge and put some texture on that watercolor with the sponge. So it was pretty cool. The colors will bleed if it's not dry, yes. But you can also stop it by doing what I'm doing here, and is blotting it. So you can see I'm giving it a very light blue, like there's really hardly any color to it. But then we could go back and darken the top, because the sky is always darker on top than it is on the bottom. And it gives it a nice little effect. Can you see that? It like a little sky effect. I don't know about that, Tony. I just like to, this I've always wanted to experiment with, because I was having major FOMO every time I watched somebody watercolor. I'm like, ooh, I want to do that. And that's the problem with like having an artistic thing about you. It's that I admire people who pick one thing and they do the one thing, you know. I'm like, ooh, that looks like fun. I want to do that. Ooh, I want to try that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to let you guys see. At the same time, I don't want it to run too much. And the cool thing is, if you make a mistake, you could literally wash the mistake away. You could go back in there, add water to it, and it'll take it out. It'll lessen it, you know? So how long, let's see, we started this at what time? All right, so that's not too bad. An hour and a half almost. I would say like a good hour, right, doing this. I think I'll do the bottom green. Yeah, they're going to be really, hopefully, and then I'm going to go back and do a couple of more vibrant, like a few pieces here and there, just to make it stand out. I just don't want anything to look white. I want it to all look watercolored for sure. And by me blotting it, just doesn't allow it to absorb too much of the color. A little bit more water. I know this is probably not the right way to do it, but it's working for me. I like the effect, so that's the cool thing about all this stuff. It's whatever you like. No one's going to sit here and say, oh, that's not the way you do it. And hell, I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm sitting here doing it in front of you guys. And I'm probably showing you the wrong way. But that's okay, as long as we like the end result. Just paper and paint. I just like that little hue of blue behind everything. I think we got it. See, it's just a little hue of blue. Oh. So that was fun. I'm gonna go back with a little bit more of the green, because I just want to accent a little bit. Because, you know, with the dabbing, it takes a little bit of the paint off, or at least minimizes it. All right, I think I'm happy with it. Let's see, what about the bottom? Maybe just a little bit of the green. This is like ASMR. I think that came out cute. I will sign it once it's dry with a black marker, either here or when I get home. I will do my little initials on the bottom. So that's our first one. So that's how we started. And look at that. Now I'm gonna do a little test. I feel like I wanna make the blue a little bit less around here. So I'm gonna try, because I did read that you can, just by, yep, See, just by doing this, with a little bit of water, you could pull up some of the ink. And it becomes a little bit more blended. I like that look a little bit more. Did you see that? How it's a little bit more blended now? So look at this one up here. I'm going to try and clean that one up a little bit. Just kind of lessen it. So it looks a little bit more blended. It's almost like zhuzhing, kind of, but look at the difference now. See how it's a little bit more blended? Oh, I'm sure you can spray Mod Podge on or put a coat of Mod Podge on here to protect it. I think you could. Yeah. I'm going to do a little bit more on this one. The blue got a little heavy. Let me get another napkin here. It softened it, right, Eliza? So I own the plate for this. I made these cards, Tony, last night. The paper, I actually thrift a lot of the paper. So I get the pads of paper for like, so this was a pad. It was a perforated pad, and it had like, I think 50 sheets in it, and I paid $2.50 at the thrift store. So when I go thrifting, I always look for this really good quality thick paper, and I buy it, and I have a nice little stack at home, different sizes. So I can. Hold on. Let me see if I can see the blue moon. If I can, I'm going to bring you guys with me. Hold on one second. Where's the moon? Oh, it's not on my side of the hotel. I can't see it. It's not on my side of the hotel. It must be on the other side. Okay, so you see how that softened the flower quite a bit? So I'm going to do, see now, watch the difference. You see how this looks here? I'm going to soften that. And all I'm doing is taking clean water. And I'm just going to literally go around with the brush. And I'm basically blending. And then we're just going to dab it. And now look. See that? Now we're going to do a little bit on this one. See the blue? We're going to do a little bit on that one. Just blend it. We love the blend. It's like the zhuzh. And see? Now it's a little softer. Oh no, 12 years. You're going to make me want to go to the other side. But at least we got to share a sunset today. Okay, that looks lovely. I'm happy with it. I keep debating that I want to do a little bit of darker on the outside of the flowers, but I don't think so. What do you guys think? I think they're fine. I don't want to mess with it. Hi, Lori. Okay, shall we pick one more? Yeah, I think it's pretty as is. So that one came out really pretty. Less is more. Yeah, they all look a little bit different, but with the same color and the same pattern. Slightly different. Just slightly ever so different. Okay, that one's going aside. So what shall we do next? Shall we do the cherry blossoms? Let me show you this one. This is a pretty embossing. That's the cherry blossom. And then I have roses. Roses. And then I also have this one, which is kind of like, well, we have a bunch of them to pick from. Roses and cherry blossoms. Okay, roses or cherry blossoms. Well, we're going to wind up doing them all eventually. But, so roses or cherry blossoms. That's 2-2 right now. I'm starting 2, 3-2. Cherry, blossoms, blossom. 2 more people. Okay, cherry blossoms it is. Cherry blossoms it is. It's good practice for my Asian book. We'll do the roses if we have time. What time? It's only 9:30, so maybe we'll have time. It's really not a lot. You could see it's really not a lot to do. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll wind up doing both. So I prefer to look at this as a branch coming down, right? Because the branches appear and it comes down. It could also go this way, the branch going up. So that's the cool thing about it. But for me, I'm going to look at it as it's coming down. No problem, Eliza. Thank you so much for the taps. Thank you for the gifts. I don't even see those because on my phone I don't know how to look at everything. But thank you for the gifts. Yeah, you too, Des, right? It's coming down. So for me, cherry blossoms are pink. I like pink cherry blossoms. And oh, Pastor Sue is on. Did she just come? Sue, are you there? I'm doing watercoloring in the hotel. Seems to be a thing for us. Yes, pink. Okay, cool. So before we get crazy with our colors, let me put, well, I'm going to need the brown so we can keep the brown out. Oh, I don't know about many talents. I just like to do things. Whether I'm talented at it or not, that's a matter of opinion. I'm not being self-deprecating or anything like that. I'm realistic. You know, I'm decent at some things. I'm good at some things. Other stuff I need to stay away from. It's just not my thing. But it's knowing where you. We all have limitations, I feel. I hope you don't mind, Sue. I told everybody that you had an accident, but you're okay. Your car's jacked up, but you're okay. I wanted everyone to know what was going on because everyone keeps you in their prayers. So that's why they're asking. Everyone's worried about you. Everybody loves you, Sue. Oh, look at Adam. He's a mush. Okay, 41A. I'm just going to put some of these away that I'm not going to need. The yellow is 85. Oh, thank goodness. I didn't even think about that. I should have asked you first before opening my big fat mouth. I usually do. But we had just spoken, so it was fresh. That's brown. This is purple. Right? 32. No, 32 is blue. Okay, so did you see what we did? Well, what I just painted this one. This is the watercolor we just finished. And now we're going to work on this one. This is a cherry blossom. Oh no, this is a business trip. I'm at a conference. Thanks, Deb. Thanks, Mare. It did come out pretty. I'm actually, you know, I'm very critical, but I'm happy with it for the fact that it's a watercolor. Oh, I think Laura just messaged her granddaughter's painting in watercolors. How cool. Oh, I could definitely say this because look, it's not. There's people that are extremely talented. They take these watercolors on a blank canvas and they make these amazing pictures. I would love to be at that point. I don't think I'll ever get to that point. But, oh, that's why you weren't on the live? Oh, what's her name? I'll say hello to her. But I'm a couple things I do really well. I copy really well. I do. If I watch somebody do something, I'm pretty good at copying them. And then sometimes I'm good at kicking it up a notch, like making it a little bit extra special. Practice does make perfect. I don't practice enough. That's my problem. I need to work on it more. But I like the other stuff I do. So as long as I just get the basic skills, and this is like to me, this is a cheat sheet way of watercoloring because we're working with our embossing and it just makes it a little bit easier. What's on my bracelet? Oh, this is my, when I travel, I always wear these when I'm not with my family. It tells them that if anything happens to me, that I'm a diabetic, no IV, nothing in my right arm because they took out the lymph nodes in my right arm from my cancer. So it's my medical alert bracelet. I do have to update it though. I need to update. I actually don't, do I have a diabetes on here? I don't even know if I have diabetes on here. I keep saying I'm going to update it and I don't. It says my name, lymphedema, right arm, no IV, no BP, no needles. But yeah, so I always wear these when I go. Ashley and Michelle, I hear you're watercoloring just like me. You're going to have your grandma take a picture and send it to me so I could see how pretty your work is. Do a great job, okay? Yes, Marion. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. How beautiful. So, 64. I'm going to put these away. I do need a bigger bracelet. Hold on, I need, okay. So there's this color here. It's called Jam. Look at it. You see it? It's like a pink, but also a little bit of red. I think that'll be pretty. Ashley said thank you, and she's all smiles. Aw, good. I can't wait to see her work. It's fun watercoloring, isn't it, Ashley? So I'm picking a color for these. I think that will be pretty. All right, Deb. Thank you, love. I'll see you soon. I think this one's pretty because you see how it's pinkish, but it's got that little bit of red, and I think that's going to look really nice with the bleeding. Oh, thank you, Rosie. I need Deb's number on my bracelet. So it's called Jam. So I think we're going to try the Jam. And now that we're going to go with the Jam, I think we're going to go with the, is this the moss green? No. We're going to switch it to the moss green. Okay, so because I think that this like moss green will look great with that Jam. Like that green and this red. Well, it's not red. It's more of a pink with a little bit of a plum color to it. You haven't painted or done anything? You've been traveling, haven't you? Let me make sure that's the color that I want. I definitely like that red. because I don't want it to look Christmassy. I just finished this one, Rosie. I did that with the watercolors on the embossing, and now we're going to do this one. So I picked our pink. I picked... So somebody tell me, because I can't look it up while I'm on the phone with you guys, for cherry blossoms, the centers, are they dark or are they light? Where's the glitter? I do have... It's funny you should say that, because I did bring my metallic. So we can kick it up a notch a little bit later. After it's dry, maybe I'll do that with the sunflowers. I'll put a little bit of metallic on there. That's what we'll do. That'll look cool. A little shimmer. A little shimmer on here is going to look nice. We're going to let this... The cool thing is I feel the air conditioner, so this should dry quickly because of the air conditioner blowing on it. It's very dark. Okay, Z, thank you. Okay, so I'm debating, should I start with the flowers or the brown? I think I'm gonna start with the flowers so that the brown. Yeah. Okay. So let's get started. So I've got basically 3 colors. The jam, the green, and the brown. Make sure this is the right brown that I want. Because I do have 3 different browns. There's a coffee brown, a cinnamon, and then brown. I think I'm going to switch the browns up. I'm going to go with actual brown. Okay. So let's dab our water. Just going to put a couple of drops. Okay. And here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Is that a bird? Oh, it can't go from the up down. Look, there's a little bird. I just noticed it. So it's from the bottom up. I thought this was going to be like really cool coming down like that, but then the bird will be upside down. I'm glad I took a closer look. See him? How cute is that? All right. Is there any other surprises in here? Hold on. No. Okay, we're good. Oh, no, Rosie. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, we're just going in. So I'm basically going to give everything a nice little coating of this light pink. And then we'll go back with the dark in the middle so it spreads. Can you guys see this? Am I too close again? Can you guys see how it's, I don't want to move it, but I'll hold it up so you guys can see it. And then I'm going to put it back down because it will move with the water. And I don't want it to move too much just yet. I want it to soak in.
Oh, definitely then, Marie. I love to see all your works, the stuff that you guys do. This is a really pretty color. I can't wait for it to dry so I can hold it up so you guys could see it. I'm glad we picked this one. Now, are the buds darker as well? You know how sometimes the buds are dark and then they get lighter as they open? I need you guys to do the little research for me since I'm limited. Well, that's nice, Marie. It's nice when you get to do things that you enjoy. I forgot how much I enjoyed art. I don't want to say I tucked that part of me away, but I guess I did because life kind of got in the way. Why? Um, well, that's a good question. I guess, with kids and work and just life in general, got in the way of everything. And then health and the fact that I was, running my father's business for a while and just always something. I feel like now I'm doing stuff for myself. Whereas before I've always done stuff, and I still do stuff for others, don't get me wrong. It gives me great pleasure to do things for others. But I forgot to do stuff for myself. So to me, even though I do books for other people, this is for me. That's the whole thing. I am, but Britt, you have a reason for that. However, I do recommend taking at least an hour a week for yourself. You're entitled to do that, and you need to do that because you will lose yourself. And although I know what you're going through, don't lose yourself. Oh no, Mommy Taco, Karen, why? Is there an issue? Like, is there a health issue or something? Or is it just because you're being a mom? Because being a mom is a big deal. And it does consume you. I used to because I was a stay-at-home mom for 5 years. And I forgot how to talk to people. You gave most of it away. Well, you know what? It doesn't take much just to find a little joy, right? Because you could go to the Dollar Tree with $20 and come out with a bunch of stuff. You have stuff in your house, I'm sure, especially with children. I know you got stuff from their school, leftover papers and leftover crayons, melt crayons. I don't know. Just find something. Get paper and coffee stain it, or my God, I don't even know. Like, we could sit here and spitball and come up with so many different ideas of what. Do something for you. I didn't do that, and I regretted it because I forgot how happy it makes me to create pretty things. I kind of got a little bit from doing the girls, like their birthday parties. I did all their invitations by hand. I custom made the thank yous. I did all of the, what do you call them? The favors. So I got a little bit, but I think it's important. I think that's like something that like the new moms, they get so obsessed with breastfeeding and doing stuff for their children that they lose themselves and they lose their relationship with their spouse sometimes. It's okay to be a little selfish for yourself every once in a while, you know? I don't know yet. A couple people were like, "Oh, are you going to sell them?" I might gift them away, depending on how they come out. If they're pretty, they might wind up in somebody's when somebody places an order, and then I send them a freebie. It could be in that. I might do a raffle. Oh, can't say that word. Depends on how they come out. This one's coming out okay. Let me give you a quick peek. I think the flowers look cute. So what are the girls doing for their birthdays? Well, Leah starts school on her birthday. Thank you. So I'm gonna do the brown. I'm gonna do the brown, branches, so we see the definition and see it come together. Actually, is there any green? Because I'm trying to remember, we had cherry blossoms in front of my high school. I don't recall there being a lot of green. I think it was all pink flowers and the brown branches. Was there some green? I can maybe do a little green and brown mixed. No green, right? It's all brown, right? I'm trying to remember. This is back in high school. This is a long time ago. That we had these cherry blossoms, and I remember cutting them, but I don't remember there being green leaves. No green, just the brown. Okay, thank you. I would look it up, but well, we all know why I can't right now. Going to start with the lighter. Oh yeah, it's very beautiful on the outside. They have little green leaves, Lori? Okay. We can add a little bit because I would have to do that now. Let me see. I'm just going to strategically pick a few pieces to make them green. Like maybe the little tips of the branches. Sage. Oh, Marie, you're not bothering me. I talked to Leah about that last night. The problem is I haven't sat down to do really light green in the stem of the branch. Thank you, Laura. It's I haven't taken the pictures because I've been so busy trying to get these books done. But Leah and I spoke about it, and this weekend when I get home, I'm going to do the video and take the pictures. And she's actually going away with Kevin on Thursday. She'll be back Sunday. So she'll load it up for me like Monday. So it will be available real soon, honey. I know I keep saying that, but it's like just life has been getting in the way. But we're definitely going to do that. I need to get those out. However, if you just want one mailed to you, just message me, and I'll take care of that when I get home. You don't have to wait for it to go on. I could just take the order from you and mail it out because I'm doing a shipment this Saturday to 2 people. So I'm definitely going to be sending some stuff out. And I'll happily send you that circle. I think I might be better off going back with a little bit of the dark green afterwards. After it dries, like as an accent piece or something. It's so weird because I'm used to having the noise in the background. Right now, all I hear is my ringing in my ear from the veneers. Girls should be at the airport now. They're leaving at 11 o'clock. So let's talk about that bird. I'm thinking blue for like a blue jay. Because I think any other color might, I don't know. Like, I don't think red will look good. Can't make him a cardinal. I should put the TV on. I did have it on before. I was watching Umbrella, the Umbrella Academy. They have like a new season out, and I watched that. So I figure I'll watch that while I'm here. You're watching that too? Just going in with a little bit of dark here and there. Like wherever there's a fold, I'm going in with a little bit of the darker pink. And also the buds. Yeah, I called her when I first got here because obviously she wanted to make sure everything was, that I got here okay. I got a little bit of turbulence. Let me tell you, they were clamoring for people to give up seats. They had people standing by. The lady that sat next to me, it was so funny because she said she was running 5 minutes late. And so they had a bunch of standbys. And they were all, she goes, when I pulled up and I said, I'm here. She goes, daggers were coming out of people's eyeballs because they canceled the 4 flights today coming to Indianapolis. There was 2 flights before mine, and then there was 3, I think 3, it was either 2 or 3 before me or 2 or 3 after. Altogether, I think there were 6 flights, and they canceled 4. Only 2 flights came out. So can you imagine? And then one row, the row next to me and behind me, there was a young guy, and he had a dog, and they thought that they could give away. He goes, I paid for that seat for my dog. The dog didn't sit in the seat, but he paid for the seat, so the dog laid on the floor the entire time. Beautiful, like just, I took a picture. I'll post it on Discord. She was so good. This dog laid down when he got on the plane and didn't flinch or move until we landed. Now that, I was impressed. Not a whimper, not a nothing. Laid down the whole time. Oh, business trip. Okay, now we got to do the bird in the background. I think that looks cute. So shall we do the bird blue? I'll make him like a really light blue. Ooh, I'll make the bird like a metallic. Because there's metallic on here. Let's see. Okay, now after watching me do this, how many of you are thinking to yourself, I could do that. It's just paper and paint. Oh, you thought you missed something. No. So, no, this is embossed. See? It's embossed. So I embossed it, and now I'm using the watercolors. And it's working out really well. We already did one. This is our second one. If you guys are just joining us, this is the first one. And this is completely embossed. Can you see that? Like, I'll show you the back. See? Oh, not my idea. I watched Kat do it, the Vintage Journal. And I told her, stealing. I said, Kat, I go on business trips, and that makes my life easy because I want to do something to relax when I'm in the hotel. And this takes a little bit of the pressure away, doing it this way. I'm going to use, let me show you the color. It's this blue because, can you see it's metallic, a little metallic. These down here are metallic, so I think it'll give it like a nice little Yes, I did use the Sizzix to emboss it. I have all these, I have all the plates. And I used watercolor paper. I think that's key. We didn't realize there was a bird on here, so give me a minute. Let me get this bird done. I want to be real careful with him. Or her. I think this is a good color because it's not overpowering and it's got a little bit of shimmer. Oh, do you mean this one? No, not this one? Beat you to it, mama. It's cool. Of course I can make some of these. I ain't gonna sell shit to you, Lori. I'll send you. You tell me what colors you want these, and I'll send you some. Well, you probably missed the beginning. I used a lot of these last year in my books. It's really, really cool. We could try that because I do have like, let me see, what are our color options? I have a silver shimmer, and we have the black and stone and onyx, white, gray, and black. You got it, mama. And I will take that Sizzix from you as long as you let me pay you. I meant to tell you that. So, and that's not negotiable. I'm the boss. It does look cool. You guys, you don't remember seeing it last year? I used them to make pockets. I have to plug the phone in. Hold on. Let me plug the phone in. Give me 1 second. Okay, I don't know how this is gonna work, but we'll see. We'll figure something out here. Hopefully it'll sit still. The phone is literally standing up on the plug. We'll see how that works. Oh, Adam, I wasn't talking to you. I thought Lori last year, I used a lot of these in my goth books. They make great pockets. I did, well, I guess that didn't work so well. I don't know how I'm going to hold this up. Oh, hold on. I don't want to make you guys dizzy. I need to find like something to stand it up on. Give me 1 sec. Because I didn't bring a stand for the phone. I didn't need it. But this may work. No? Oh, yeah. This may work. Give me a sec.
It's going to be a little crooked. I need to get the angle. Okay, let me slide over. Okay. The little bird looks cute. See him shimmer? He shimmers. Ooh, let's do shimmer. Okay, before we do shimmer in here, let's let this dry. Let's do shimmer on this one. Amber. We're going to do amber shimmer on which is this color. I'm going to do that on the sunflowers, which I think is exactly what they're going to need. Let me bring this forward so you guys can see. Well, you don't have to see me clean my brushes. That looks so cute. The only problem with the shimmer is you guys can't see it on the camera as well as I can see it in person, you know? That looks really, really cute. And it gave it a little bit more definition. Let's see what other shimmer do. Oh, we have a purple. Ooh, we have a purple haze. You know we're going to go in with a little bit of purple. We have to. We got to give a little bit of love to all the flowers. just a little bit. See, just a little bit. Oh, we're not 100% done yet. It's drying. It's drying. The bird is shimmery, and we're going to add a little bit of shimmer to it. And we have to do the background. And I'm probably going to do like a light teal on that one because I feel like for Asian, like to me, cherry blossoms remind me of Asia. And I like that teal looking sky. So, let's see. What other colors do we have? We have gold. So we could do a little bit of gold on the wheat. And I know you guys are like, oh, it's too much. It's not too much because it's such a light shimmer that I'm doing. I'm not like, we're not literally painting it. It's like almost glossing it over a little. And it looks really pretty in person. I'll try to take a picture, but I know the picture's not going to capture it. Maybe a video will capture it. It looks so pretty. Look at the definition now. You want to buy them to paint them, right? That looks really pretty. It gives a dimension, right? You see that? I don't know if I'm capturing the light. It gives it like really nice. Oh, my painted ones? Okay, Sherry, we'll talk. I like that one. That one's going to be for Adam. I promised that one to Adam. Sherry, you're so sweet to me. Okay, so we're going to do the background first. And I want to do that in like a teal. I think will look really pretty. Let me see something. What if we did a background in a light shimmer? That would be too much. What color? I like the cyan because there is turquoise, but I think I like that cyan better. I want to make sure it's not too close to the bird. Now that's a good idea because these are mine, so I could do that because I can copy these. Well, let me see. Let me see how they come out, and maybe I can make like little postcards or something. I don't know. But I think people want like the original painting. So, and these are fun. So as long as people are waiting, willing to wait, I love to do these. So I'll definitely do more of these. Plus, I have 2 more business trips coming up. Remember, next month, I've got 2 more trips. So there's definitely going to be more watercoloring in the works. Okay, yeah, so you like the turquoise, that turquoise? There's also a jade, but that turquoise, let me see. I'm trying to see if, no, I think that would be good. Let's go with the turquoise. Number 37A. It's third one up. That's the turquoise. I did the bird in, because the bird shimmers, but I could always darken it. I need, Okay. Let's see. Let's start over here. Yeah, I think this is a nice color. Real. So what I have a hard time with in doing, I'm going to do it upside down and work my way backwards, is leaving the globs of water on the paper, because, you know, you're not used to painting in that fashion. You're used to putting paint on the paper and that's it. So that's what I struggle with sometimes, is just knowing that it's okay to do that, because it'll get absorbed, because this is, you know, special paper made for that. Do any of you have that problem? Hold on, because I know you guys are giving me suggestions, but I'm in the middle of this. I want to get this part done so that there's not too, it blends. The bird's going to be fine because this is a different shade. And I don't want you guys to think that I'm ignoring you. But I feel like I need to get this like in here and done, so it'll dry, so we could put a little bit of shimmer on the flowers too, because I think that'll look really pretty. I will catch up with your comments shortly. This is a good color. I think it complements the pink really well. Oh, thank you for the gifts, those of you that are gifting. I appreciate that. I always kind of miss it, so it's nice when I get to catch it. How do you like that color? Do you see the color? Now, we could leave it white, of course, but you know how I am about leaving white pages, let alone white on a painting or something like that. That's not happening. That's probably why one of the reasons I also have issues with watercolor. You need to leave white negative space to give you some dimension, and I have a hard time with that. So this is a good way to kind of like practice it a little bit. Well, not really. I'm not leaving much white space at all. So that was a bold-faced lie right there. Sorry. Almost done. I'm going to go back and put a little bit more dimension of the blue. I just wanted to get it all done first. Because if you put a little bit of dimension with a little bit more water, it'll look more like a sky as opposed to like a painted background, I feel, you know? Oh, yeah, that's a good point, the white pen. Which I did get, well, I don't have that here. Okay, let's see, where did we miss? Okay, so now I'm gonna kind of pick it up so I could see better. I think that color's pretty good. Okay, I think I like that. Very light. Oh, wrong one. Clean up, aisle 4. See what I just did? I grabbed the dirty one by mistake. But this also will give it the dimension of clouds by just splotching. There it goes. Cute, right? I like it. You like it? Des, I love how you just right up there with my cray-cray. Okay, so I want to put a little bit of, oh, I don't think we have a pink shimmer. Oh, we do. It's called fairy dust. We could put a little bit of fairy dust on the cherry blossoms. So let me just put these back away. That's here. That one's there. That one's there. Purple is there. Now we're going to take out the pink. And we're going to... Well, it was bittersweet. They, they were excited to go home. They've been away from home for 3 weeks, but they're gonna miss hanging out. And oh my God, we took them everywhere, so they're definitely gonna miss being pampered and catered to and escorted around and whatnot. I'm sure of it. I'm literally just like splotching a little bit, I guess. Letting this kind of go wherever it wants to go. Looks really pretty. Gives another layer of dimension on it too. Because with the embossing, it's like when you zhuzh, right? It's the same effect when you do, because the water kind of falls where the embossing is. And it gives it really nice like depth and dimension, I feel. This is a great way of watercoloring for anybody who's afraid like me. It's like a little cheat sheet, but you're still making a beautiful piece of art. Oh my gosh, it looks so pretty. Do you see that? I could give the bird an eye. I should probably do that with a marker. He's got an eye. Oh, good night. Thank you for hanging out with us, honey. And I darkened his feet. Now I'm doing a little dry brushing. All right, I give him a little bit more dimension. Yes, I'm coming home Friday. Better? You like it? That shimmer's so pretty. Love it. Like on an angle, it looks so pretty. So that looks good. We did pretty good. You like it? I love it. So pretty. Okay. Do we do one more? Or do we call it a night? Yeah, you can see its wing now. Yeah, I just had to like a little dry brush over the... The first is your fave? I like them both because it's a different aesthetic. But yeah, really pretty. One more. Okay. Which one shall we do next then? We have the rose. We have skulls. Rose. Okay, we already did that one. We already did that one. We have this scroll-looking one. Skulls. How did I know you guys were going to want the skulls? Change it up, right? You're partial to the sunflowers. I know, but we already did the sunflowers. So, okay. Skulls it is. So we're not going to use the pink. Or the turquoise. These are kind of hard to tell. I have to look at the numbers. Good night, Patty. Oh, no, I cannot stay up till 3 a.m. again. 32A. I don't understand why the numbers don't go in order. Wait, maybe that's not 99. Yes, it is 99. No, 93. Okay. I got you. All right, so let me look at the skulls and let me think about this. I think we need to start with the gray and then go in with the black for some dimension. And we need to leave the teeth white. There is a white. There's also a cool silver. But I think we'll start with the gray. And we're probably going to have to go with a bigger brush, right? Not that one, though. I didn't bring the real big brush. We're going to have to get stuck with this one. Oh, am I? The Democrat National Convention. Wow. Anything interesting? Put that away. I'm going to wipe down all the colors. It's a good thing I ordered that cheesecake and I got this little lid to work off of because I forgot. I would have found something. I would have improvised. You're not watching it? Yeah, I can, Marion. Oh, let me shut my curtains. I don't need people looking at me from outside. Okay. Is that better? You're welcome. Hey, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Isn't it late for you? Okay, so I'm thinking for this one, maybe we'll try. I'm worldwide. We're gonna wet this first, and then we'll do wet on wet for this one, just to see how it comes out. Because these two, we did the wet on dry, right? These are all wet on dry. So I want to see like literally how the paint works with the wet on wet. And so my understanding for the wet on wet is that you need to literally wet the entire damn thing. So now I might do, well, what the hell? We'll just do it. You gotta let it soak in just a little bit. It's only skulls. If we don't like it, well then we don't use it. Right? Literally, you wet the whole damn thing. And you let it soak in just a little bit because you want it to be shimmery. This is what I've picked up from watching other people. Now, guys, skulls, it's nothing negative. It's just a skull. We all have them, right? Don't think of it as something evil or negative. It's a skull. It's only evil or negative if you look at it that way, right? I don't look at it that way. I look at it, a skull's a part of life. We learn from skulls, we learn from skeletons, that's how we live. And I don't see anything more or less than that. No power, no nothing, okay? So don't let it freak you out. I know a couple of you have reached out to me outside of here, with concerns. There's nothing to be concerned about. You're not doing anything bad. It's paper, it's ink, I'm not worshiping anything. Just keep that in mind. It's just fun. Okay, here we go. So I got the gray. I got my brush loaded. So you can see that it's very wet. See that? It's all shimmery. It's the intent, 100%. Some people think it's negative. So let's see. How are we going to do this? I don't know how this is going to come out. We're just going to go and see what happens. If it comes out like crap, it comes out like crap. That's that. I'm literally just going to tap. And let the water do its thing. Now at some point we're going to go back and do all the I want the teeth to be nice and white. Like they did crest strips or something. Exactly. No, it was not a plug. So now I feel like we have to let this dry. Maybe I'll go get the blow dryer for fun. See if it works. Should work. It looks kind of creepy and cool. That's the whole point, right? I'm still using the gray. I have not switched to like black or anything like that. I'm just using more pigment. So less water on the ink. To give it that look. That's a technical term. I do think we need to let this dry a little bit. But it does look cool. But we're definitely going to have to
We're probably gonna have to do like different layers of different colors to get like a really nice effect. And then I have silver metallic. I'll probably make off folios this year. Yeah, I've always enjoyed that, and they always, you know, do well. Especially like, you know, October and whatnot. I'm just spreading it out a little bit here. Then we'll bring out the black in a little bit. Okay. It's looking kind of coolish. I think we gotta go in with a little black now. I'm gonna go blow dry it a little bit. Oh, actually, I could bring the blow dryer here, I think. Where are you? There you are. Man, could they make this any shorter? Look at this. You're supposed to blow dry your hair like this? That's crazy. I have a thing right here, but... All right, hold on. Give it a sec. Okay. So that's how it looks like it got zhuzhed. So we'll see how this goes. I don't know. I feel like I have zhuzhed these, obviously, in the past, many times. And they always look really good. I don't know about this water paint, but we'll see. We'll just go with it. Like we have much options, right? Let's start with this guy. See, I don't think the black is doing much difference. Not really. I mean, obviously it darkens it, but So I think I'm going to do the eyeballs, the inside of the eyeballs, dark, even darker, like actual black. Or do I leave it white? No, I think I should leave it white. I don't know. I don't think I'm feeling this one. I thought it would look really cool, but maybe if we add the silver. I feel like we could get the same effect just by doing this on gray paper, you know? Oh, I don't know about it being perfect per usual. Not this one. This one's going to be a little bit harder to like try to get some dimension in here. Maybe I'll use the silver for the eyeballs. The metallic. For contrast. And I'm going to dry it again, and then we're going to try, I don't know if the white watercolor will do anything, but we could try it. This is great, like learning. That's what this is. Experimenting and learning. I mean, it's looking okay. It's not bad. I mean, it looks gothy, somewhat. All right, I'm going to do the eyeballs in the silvery. See how that works. Let that settle. In the meantime, I'll get the white going too, because it takes a minute for the water to penetrate that first layer. Practice, that's right. Makes improvement. I do have a lot of patience, especially if I'm doing something for the first time and like I want to learn. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I've lost my patience. You guys have seen me the other day working on that bridal journal, trying to figure out what the heck we were going to do for that cake. So yeah, I have my moments. It isn't all rainbows and unicorns. Now the thing is with this, we have to let the paint do its thing because it's shimmer. So it's got to dry. It does look cool on an angle. I'm basically doing all of the openings. I can't tell where the opening is on this one. I'm guessing it's here. Okay. Can you see the shimmer? Okay, you can see the shimmer a little bit. Let's see if the white will work on the teeth. Let's make them, oh, you know what? Let me blow dry it a little bit so that it's drier and the teeth will take the white.
All right, that metallic looks pretty cool in the light here. Right, can you see the shimmer? The shimmer looks cool. Thank you for the follows, for all the newbies. Welcome to Connie's Cool Crew. We're a bunch of dorks. Let's give them these pearly whites, shall we? I feel like it's more almost like a gray as opposed to a white, but I don't have white shimmer. No. Oh, wait, does the other one have a... Oh, wait, no, it's silver. It's a silver shimmer, so that's not going to work. I'm going to use this white, I'm going to like make it really heavily pigmented, but what's happening is there's a lot of the gray underneath and it's turning them gray anyway, so. But I'm just going to continue with the process just to be consistent so that they're all the same. And we're almost done with this one. Yeah, it doesn't really do much of anything. All right, let's just do a little bit more black. Let's see. I think it's because there's so much embossing, it gets like lost in it a little bit. But that's okay. We're just going to add a little bit more color here and there for some definition. And we're going to call it a day because I don't think we're going to get to do much with this. All right, I think this is the best that we're going to get with this one. It's not much. It does glisten, but that's about it. Yeah, I do have some dark green. And I actually have a whole bunch of like different, but I think we're good with this for today. What time is it? 11. And I think we'll just put everything back. We'll let that one be. It's gothy enough. And we got our two pretty ones. That's pretty good. Right. I thought about doing the black eyes, but then it needs to be black all around, I think. But it'll be like the opposite. That looks cool. It's gothy. And then when we cut this out and put this like with a black matte, it'll look sharp. Especially with all that silver picking up the light. I think it looks good. I'm really happy with these though. This one took a little bit longer because of all the detail we put on it. And again, you guys, Hopefully you could see, you could pick up that shimmer. Everything shimmers, which is really pretty. Especially this one. Oh my gosh. Oh, there it is. You see that? Look how pretty that shimmers. Isn't that so pretty? It almost looks like it's like paste. You know, the paste where they make the flowers. It looks like that. I love that. That one came out really nice. So we'll do some more. We still have a couple of nights. Tomorrow, I don't have dinner plans with anybody right now. So, but we'll see, because I'm going to see a bunch of people tomorrow. But at some point, I'll probably go live. Even if it's like 9, 10 o'clock, I'm back in my room. I'll go live for an hour. I want to do the swatching of these markers. These are the metallic markers I got from Grabby. So I want to do swatching, and then we could do a little bit of coloring of that too. I have like some really cool stuff to try and color. I just want to test all this stuff out, and we'll do more. We have plenty of these, so we know we could do more. Sound cool? Well, it was fun hanging out with you guys tonight, and I'm gonna put my jammies on and brush my teeth. Well, no, I'm gonna have my cheesecake. Good night, Lori. Thank you, Shell Marie. Thank you so much. But I'll see you guys at some point tomorrow. Sound good? Thanks, Marianne. All right, guys, I'm going to give you kisses. Kiss, kiss. Big hug from me to you. I am going to spoil you this week, so don't expect it every week. But I'll probably see you tomorrow night again, and we'll do a little bit more watercolor. Get your watercolors out. We'll watercolor together. All right? All right, guys. Love you guys. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow.